Wholesaling real estate is dead. Right? That's what a lot of people would tell you, especially in the market that we in right now, man. This wholesaling real estate thing, is dead. You know, that's what a lot of people talk about. I saw this guy talking about, stop trying to flip, stop trying to wholesale. It's not worth your time or whatever. But the thing is, man, you have to understand that in a market like this, where things are not great, right? Um, you have to keep going. Like, and Warren Buffett said, when other people are scared, you got to be greedy, right? When other people greedy, you ought to be scared, right? Because something about to happen. But I want to come and talk to you guys about, the fact that a lot of people think that, you can't wholesale, there's not enough out there, people are not buying, da 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 da. That's just not true, man. You know what I'm saying? Yes, like there's bear markets, right? So there's times where wholesale is not going to be as good as other times, right? So there's going to be times where it's better to wholesale, times when it's worse to wholesale. Um, and I've talked about like making 100K months, but like I talked about recently only being able to make 50K months, right? The 30K months, right? But in reality, if you made 30K a month, would that really hurt you? Right? It's like, dude, you know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of these people get so caught up in, a lot of these people's like maybe they, spending a bunch of money to make this money, or they're not, I don't know what they're doing, but I'm just saying, man, 30K a month ain't hurting people. You know what I'm saying? At least not me. To the average joker, and I'm like average. You know what I'm saying? It's like 30K a month ain't gonna hurt you. 50K a month ain't gonna hurt you, right? Just because you didn't make 100K a month, don't mean you ought to stop what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Just because you don't make 100K a month, don't mean that, oh, I'm not gonna do that because I could only make 50K a month. You know what I'm saying? I could only make 30K a month. Dude, no, man. So, um, this wholesaling thing, man, a lot of people, scared to get in, scared to start. But I'm telling you, the people who start now, the people who get in now is going to learn how to wholesale deals better than people who got in when things were going good. Because when things were going good, it was easy to wholesale, right? You can get deals on the ground and wholesale with no problems. But these days, you got to find solutions, real solutions for people, right? You just can't throw money at them these days. You got to find the real solution for people who have these properties that they're interested in selling, you know? So you got to be creative in the way that you exit, right? You may need to flip a property, right? You can't be scared to tell a seller what the real deal is, to stand up to sellers and say, hey, look, this has got to be the price, right? It forces you to build good relationships with buyers, right? To go out there and find out who's actually buying and build good relationships with them, right? Because when times are bad, people get weary of who they doing business with. People start putting people on short lists, right? That means like, hey, I ain't gonna deal with any old body. I'm gonna deal with this short list of people, right? That short list of people is gonna be people that I built relationships with over time. So I'm telling you that people that's getting into wholesaling real estate right now is going to have an advantage. Not only that, but say you start wholesaling real estate right now, you start making some money, you are making thousands of dollars, right? That you're going to be able to turn around, and because the market is coming down, you're going to be able to buy cheaper property, a lot cheaper property through, because you went ahead and started wholesaling real estate, started stacking money, start learning how to find discounted properties, and you're going to be the ones that are able to go out and find discounted properties, right? So I just wanted to come to you guys and talk about that, man. The best time is right now, right? The best time is right now. I remember, like, back in 2010, even 2008, even looking into real estate then, it's like, I was even thinking then, like, oh, no, I shouldn't buy no house. Oh, no, I should. Dude, if you would have daggone went on ahead and bought a house when things was bad, right? You would have been way up, last year. Like I could have. I look back, I was like, man, I should have bought a house. I should have made a move. I should have done something when everybody thought everything was bad. You know what I'm saying? I should have learned. I should have been doing stuff back then, because now I could, 2 years ago, I could have cashed in on a lot of that stuff, So I think getting into the business now will not only make you better, but make you prepared for what's going to come down the road, right? And just resisting the ideal of being complacent, man. You know what I'm saying? The people who really want it is going to go out there and get it. There's people selling their houses still every day. You can go check out Zillow. They got the houses. So they're still selling their houses, man. It's all about who is going to go and do it. Who's buying the houses? Find those people that's buying the houses, right? Because people are going to need to sell, right? There's always going to be people getting divorces. There are always going to be people that pass away and the property, somebody got to buy the property. There are always going to be people who need to sell their house, right? That's just the way it is, man. There's always going to be people who need to sell their house. So what you got to do is just go connect with the people who's buying these properties, who's still actively buying properties, right? And then after that, it's all about talking to as many people as you could talk to about, hey, are you interested in selling? 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 And just talk to people about real estate nonstop until you become a person with authority in real estate, right? People think you know what you're talking about. So when they think a real estate problem, or if anybody bring them a real estate problem, they think, oh yeah, such and such, yeah, he was saying that he knows something, or he can help you out of this, that. Bam, there you go, got a deal. You know what I'm saying? So that's the key. You know what I'm saying? That's the key to getting deals done. That's the key to thriving in this kind of market. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyways, hey, what's going on, man? Hey, up in the house, right? Salute from Phoenix, man. Phoenix put it on the Warriors the other night, man. Woo! That thing was rough. So, Preston said, hey there, what's going on? So real estate D Money up in the building. XC, my guy, what's going on, man? So really, man, I really been locked into cutting stuff off. I can't hang out on the weekends with my friends. I'm chasing the dream. Hey, that's what's up, man. People ask me, can I go somewhere? I'm like, no, I'm focused on business. That's what's up, man. Hey, that's the key, man. People be wondering, why you doing this? Why you doing that? Man, I'm telling you, people thought I was crazy when I went from Verizon to Walmart Mobile. It's like, dude, what is this guy doing with his life? You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, I'm telling you, people is not gonna really understand what's going on, right? If they understand, then it's probably a problem, right? It's like, dude, people are not really gonna understand what's going on. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? I'm telling you, just this past year, my brother was like, hey, you going back to school? You go back to teaching. No, man, I'm not teaching. It's like, how much they paying again? You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, ain't nobody going to collect them. It's like, no, man, they waste too much of my time up there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, no, so I'm just saying, man, people are not gonna understand, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be different, you gotta stand out, you gotta be willing to be disciplined in what you do, because discipline is destiny, right? If you continue to do that, if you continue to chase your dream, you continue to not go and just splurge your time, but focus that time in on getting better, on learning, on growing, on putting in that work, be willing to spend your money to advance, then man, you gonna get there. You know what I'm saying? So just the discipline in doing that is gonna get you where you need to be, right? Discipline is destiny. Go check out the book, Ryan Holiday. Sean said, hey Byron, your videos has been cutting up lately. Not sure if it's me or not. Oh, I don't know. Is it cutting up right now? I'm not sure about that. The audio is fine, the video freeze sometimes. I don't know, man. It's probably me. I don't know. I did have an internet problem earlier this week, man, but I think it's straightened out. I'm not sure. I hadn't had anybody say that, but I mean, I wouldn't doubt it though. As long as you can get the audio though, you should be good. I know I got a cut, but I don't think too many people here to check out my face. But as long as you can get the audio, man, you should be good to go. But somebody over here on TikTok says, "Salute, bro. What software can I find leads for me to call and close deals?" So the software I use is PropStream, man. I keep it basic, with me, man. I don't believe there's secrets in this wholesaling game. The only secrets is who are the buyers. You know what I'm saying? Like, who really out there telling you straight up, hey, these are the people who buy, go talk to them. Nobody. Go search for anybody who just telling you, hey, look, here go the buyers right here. Here, take them. Go do business. Ain't nobody doing that. All these people who teaching you, all these people who talking about wholesaling, all these people, they ain't giving away these buyers, man, because that is the secret. That's the secret sauce that they ain't gonna tell you. They gonna tell you all these other secrets, this secret, that secret, secret. Dude, the buyers is the secret. Because look, man, I wasn't doing nothing different. I found the property, went to go see it, and I went to go see it, had a cash buyer with me, went over there, looked at the property. He said, I got to have it at this much. It was super low, and he was like, if I don't have it at that, I can't do the deal. Well, deal blown up, right? Well, that was when I was very first getting started wholesaling. A few months later, found some buyers, went to the same property, same two properties, sold both of them mugs, right? Made $10K off just finding the right people, man. Just finding the right people. Made $10K off just finding the right people. I'm telling you, man, it's all about the cash buyers. They got your money in their pocket. They got your money in their pocket, man. You just have to bring them something that's valuable, right? This kind of property is valuable. Give me your money in exchange. And they will happily give you their money in exchange because that's what they're looking for. So man, it's crazy, man. So but man, so let's see, somebody over here on TikTok said, what VA company you use? I use onlinejobs.ph. It's the one that I've used, but I've trained my VA how to go out and hire other VAs. So now she know how to go out and hire VAs. So, that's been really good for me. So thank you, bro. Going to send 100 pack of likes. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. The 100 likes, But anyways, let's see what people are saying on the YouTubes. What's your opinion on quitting the W-2 after the first deal, man? Dude, I wasn't bold enough to quit my W-2 after the first deal, so I ain't gonna tell nobody else to do it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm real skeptical, man. I think that's bad, though. I think just being skeptical of everything is bad. Like, I'm skeptical of everything. It doesn't matter what it is, man. Skeptical. Nah, it's like, I'm getting a little bit out of that because I see, like, I thought wholesaling was a scam, and then I started doing it, and it changed my life. It's not a scam. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing, man. You got to be willing to jump out there. You got to be willing to take that leap. People think I'm taking a crazy leap, and I done made 10 times as much as what I make in my job. You know what I'm saying? A year. You know what I'm saying? It's like I done made my yearly salary over 10 times. And people still think I'm crazy for leaving my job. You know what I'm saying? So that's just, people, you just have to go off what you feel, man, and really be willing to go out there and, grind. If you're going to take that leap, you got to know that this is a freaking leap. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, I'm in a dog fight now. It's like, dude, it's going to be a dog freaking fight. You got to go out here and make it happen. You got to go out here and create. You know what I'm saying? Money is around you, all around you. But dude, you got to go out there and create, man. Go create. But so A said, is the mastermind still open? Is there a date when it starts? The mastermind is going to start, I think it's November the 13th, right? What is it, the second Sunday in November or the third? Second or third Sunday in November, the mastermind is going to start. I think, let me look at this. Yes, the second Sunday in November, the 13th, November the 13th, the second mastermind is going to start, man. My first group came through and they like, man, this is crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, I gave them over 100 cash buyers. They're talking to people who want to buy properties cash, and they're able to go out there and find properties for these people and bring it to them. It's like, dude, that's wholesaling. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not that hard. But who out there is just gonna say, hey, here you go, take these cash buyers and go, you know, run it up. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, I've made over $1 million with the same contacts. It's like, go and talk to these people. I'm here. There you go. I want to, in my mastermind, I want to be able to give you everything that I got. I'm giving you everything I got, teach you everything that I do. You'll have everything, man. So, you know, it starts on the 13th. I mean, I got it open right now. You can go check it out. If you want to jump on a call and talk about like everything that's included, just hit me up on IG, hit me up on TikTok, hit me up wherever, and just let me know you want to jump on a call, man. We'll jump on in and talk about, you know, everything, or if you got any questions or anything like that. But anyway, so that's something. What you mean? Oh, people are married to the idea that having a good job is better than anything else, especially entrepreneurship. Yeah, man. Definitely, man. Like, people think that having a good job is the end. You know, people think that working is the end. It's like, dude, I don't want to be just sitting here working all the time, man. Who wants to be sitting there just going to work all the time? And if I'm gonna work, I want to work for my family. I want to work for my dreams. You know, building something up that I'm able to own. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the big things, man. But at the end of the day, people get to do what they want to do. That's the beauty of it. But the thing that I say is, a lot of people are not doing what they really want to do, man. And wholesaling just gives you the money to be able to provide financial runway where you ain't got to worry about money, and you can think, man, what do I really want to do? You know what I'm saying? It's like, or it provide money for them to get out of the situation that they in. Some people in horrible financial situation wholesale and get right up out of that. It's like, dude, I start wholesaling. I ain't in no debt. I ain't paying for no payment. Like, I don't have a payment through the month that ain't just like something I gotta pay, like rent, you know, power, you know, cell phone bill, you know, regular stuff like that. Like, I ain't gotta pay for nothing else. But that's the beauty of it, man. You know, you're able to put yourself in the financial situation that you want to be in. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the best part about this wholesaling thing. So Anthony Warren, Anthony back, man. What happened to that deal? I remember you, man. What happened to that deal? You got to tell us about that deal, man. I've been trying to hit you up and trying to find you. See what happened to that. I just want to know what happened. Wholesalers really did, man. You know, wholesaler they did, man. As long as you got people that's selling properties, you always gonna have people that's selling properties, because you're always gonna have people that's getting divorced. You're always gonna have people passing away, sadly. There's always gonna have people who move into another state, moving somewhere. People are always gonna be looking to sell, and there's always gonna be people looking to buy properties cash, right? Discounted properties. People always like, dude, if I bring you a property and I say, hey, look, you know, you got the money. If you spend money on this property and you could turn around and sell it and make a lot more money, right? You would do it. I would do it. You bring me a property in Atlanta that's discounted, and I know that I could buy it from you at the price that you're talking about, turn around, spend a little money to fix it, and then sell it for even a higher price, you know, and make it worth my time, then I would do it. You know what I'm saying? So there are always going to be people out there that's looking to buy and flip property, you know, or rent property out. And there's always going to be people that get themselves in a situation where they need to sell their property. So, you know, people talk. I just saw a post, people talking about stop trying to flip, stop trying to do this. Like, dude, nah, man. It's like, dude, don't stop. Just because it's not, as crazy as it used to be, just because the market's not hot as it used to be, doesn't mean you can't still go out there and make life-changing money. You know what I'm saying? So Precious said the form that I would get the cash buyers at what go back up. Whoa, where we at? Which time? Oh, let me see. I already have the purchase sales agreement. Gotcha. When I would get the cash, but I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, I see you. I need a few forms. Oh, okay. Yeah. Hey, I have a free course that comes with forms, right? It has like just the contract in there, I think, and maybe a script or something. But then I have like with my coaching comes like all kind of forms, but you can go check out the free course, and in the free course it'll tell you what forms is included in what, but I mean, I'm not going to charge you unless I'm like on a conversation with you and coaching you, actually walking you through this, and I'm giving you cash buyers. Like, I'm not going to make you pay for something unless I feel like, hey, I'm giving you cash buyers, and with these cash buyers you can go out there and make a ton of money. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but that's the thing, man. Like, you gotta be willing to go out here and get these contacts, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be willing to go out there and do it. So let me see. A says a lot of teachers at your school trying to wholesale with you. You are stupid. It was up in there, man. They were like, hey, how do I start wholesaling? You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, man, and Giannis, I was just listening to some Giannis was talking about this. Like, dude, what makes LeBron? Consistency. If you can't be consistent, then it ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? If you can't be obsessed, then it ain't gonna work. What made Kobe is obsession. What made Mike is obsession. What made anybody great is obsession. It's like you got to be obsessed with what you're doing, man. It's like you just can't be sitting there telling myself, "Oh, I'm just gonna go out here and just do whatever," and then I'm just go pop up with $100,000. Like, dude, that ain't gonna happen, man. You have got to be obsessed. I think that's what happened with me. It's like, dude, you got to be obsessed with what you're doing. Like, otherwise, it ain't gonna work out for you, man. You got to be obsessed, and you got to be obsessed to the point where you're willing to be disciplined. You know what I'm saying? You got to be obsessed to the point where, you're gonna do what it takes to get to where you want to be. You got to be obsessed, right? Max Maxwell talk about it all the time, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I first heard it, and I was like, shoot, you got to be obsessed. So, you got to eat the dream. You got to dream the dream, right? You got to want it so bad. Eric Thomas said you got to want it bad that you want to breathe. Right? It's like, what I'm saying? You got to want it bad, man. You just got to want it. I don't know other way to explain it, but you got to want it, right? There's a lot of people who tried to wholesale, not successful. People who was hungry, who really wanted it, who was obsessed, those people ended up wholesaling. You know what I'm saying? So let me see. Can you attach a link to your course on this site? Because I've never found it to get back in. Yeah, we'll put it in the description below. The link, we'll put it in the description below. So go check it out. So Answer said, do you government? No, I don't do government lists. I got these 3 county government lists. Need to know what steps to take next. There's a couple of steps you can take. If it has their name on there, especially if they're in your county, like local people, if it has their name on there, go search them up on like social media, Facebook, go search them up. You're probably going to find them because you're probably friends with somebody they friends with, especially in these small towns. Like how many Sammy Douglases live in Cairo, Georgia? One, right? It's like, dude, you in the small, you're in a big place, it's a bunch of people with the same name. Small places, it's one person with that name and that's it, So look them up, search them on Facebook is the first place I would search those people, right? And then I would look at their friends, because you probably know some of their friends, and then you could ask them, "Hey, do you know this guy?" I'm saying this because I've done it, right? And I've found deals doing it, right? I've helped people find deals doing it, and they've made $50,000 off a deal by searching somebody up on Facebook, talking to them about their property. You know, it's crazy, man. You can do it. So somebody on TikTok asked, "What's the best way to identify how much repairs would be before doing an offer?" I really don't worry about repairs, man. All this talking about really ARV, estimating repairs, all that stuff, man. I don't do none of that, man. I get the property to the person interested in buying the property. That's the buyer. You know what I'm saying? If you buy real estate, man, I should be able to send you a property and you already know what you about to spend. You know what I'm saying? You look at it, you look at the age of it, you look at where it's at, and if you buy in that area, that means you've done multiple of these in this area, and you should be able to know, oh yeah, this probably be around this much I would have to spend. You know what I'm saying? You should know, and if you don't know, I should be able to send you out to that property. You should be able to look at it, and then you should be able to know. Or should just send you some pictures, and then you should be able to know, right? So I shouldn't be the one sitting here having to do repairs, because I'm not a daggum flipper, right? I'm not in construction. I'm not a flipper, right? I'm providing a service of marketing, going out and finding properties that are discounted and bringing them to you. It's up to the person who do rehabs to figure out how much the rehab is going to be. Right? It's like, dude, I've never rehabbed a property ever, but you expect me to tell you how much repair is gonna be. It's like, dude, no, man. It's like, dude, I'm just bringing it to you. You got to figure all that stuff out, man. Not me. Right? Anyways, so somebody on YouTube was saying the other day, when I said I have a cash buyer, I don't have a cash buyer like an investor buyer. I have a personal buyer. She wants to buy a house, trying to find a seller. I mean, you could do that too. You know what I'm saying? There's ways to do that too. You could buy the property and then turn around and sell it, right? You say, but I ain't got no money to buy the property. Use transactional funding. There's people that do transactional funding. You can look it up. I do transactional funding. You can hit me up. That's a way to do it. But also, like, I'm pretty sure you could talk to the person who want to buy the property, right? And maybe work out something where they can, pay you a fee for bringing you the property, or work out something with the seller where the seller who's selling the property is going to pay you a fee, right? Like a marketing fee or something like that for helping them get their property sold or something. So, yeah, you can definitely work that out and get that done. So still got my student up here from Paulden saying, we miss you at PCHS, right? He's still on the TikToks, baby, in class, right? Man, ain't no time for learning at that place, man. So, but anyways, man. So A said, when you were first starting your business, did you have to cut some people off? I don't know if I cut any people off. I don't think I cut anybody off at all. I don't know about cutting people off, but like my focus was just in a different place. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I just didn't call them as much, but I never really like told somebody like, hey, look, we can't talk no more. You know what I'm saying? It's like my focus was just in a different place. Maybe I didn't call you at all. I just didn't call you. You know what I'm saying? But my focus just became in a different place. But I've been like that for years, though. You know what I'm saying? I didn't just start wholesaling and start doing stuff different. Like, I had been focused for years before I started. You know what I'm saying? I needed a mental shift up here to say wholesaling ain't a scam. You know what I'm saying? I needed a mental shift up here to say, stop being so freaking cheap and go buy prop stream. You know what I'm saying? I had a mental focus up here to say, stop being so cheap and pay for batch leads to text people. Right? That was my mental change. I had been focused for years. I had been waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning reading books for years. Right? I just thought, oh, wholesaling, a scam. I looked at Flip, man, he a scam, man. This guy ain't real. He got cartooned up here, man. What are you talking about? So I thought it was a scam. I thought it was a setup. I thought that, these people lying, this guy ain't real. There's no way I can't beat that money. There's no way I can beat Max Maxwell. Max Maxwell is talking about making $100K a month, and there's no way I can do that. Right? That's what I thought. Right? Until I took a little action. Right? And then I thought, oh, I ain't got the money to wholesale. Until I read Ryan Holiday's book, The Obstacle is the Way. Whatever stands in the way becomes the way. Whatever impede action becomes the path, right? That means whatever you think is stopping you, that's the path that you need to take. I thought money was stopping me, right? But ended up, money is the path that I needed to take. So I took the path, right? I went and I worked at Papa John's and I delivered those pieces and I made that money. And I took that money and put it in my business, right? And that changed everything. And then I did reach $100K a month, right? You know what I'm saying? Max Maxwell making $100K a month. I was making $100K a month. Crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what Drake say, your idols become your rivals. It's like, I'm looking up to this guy. They say, boom, there I go. I didn't have to be as sweet as Max Maxwell. I thought I had to be as sweet as him. I don't have to be as sweet as him. You don't have to be as sweet as me. And I ain't sweet. It's like, dude, you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, I'm telling you, it's out there, man. All you got to be willing to do, take a little action and go do it. Period, man. You know what I'm saying? It's out there. So let's see. Since you contacted so many sellers, do you still send every property to the buyers before making an offer? No, not really, man. Sometimes, like, I know because I know. You know what I'm saying? I know what they're gonna say. Sometimes I'll talk to my acquisition man and he'll be like, oh, how much we need this one that? And I'll be like, I guarantee the buyer gonna say this much. You know what I'm saying? And we'll text them, we'll call them up, and it's like, yeah, that's what they say. Or it'd be right around the same thing. Just because you've done it so many times. And I keep saying this, but Friday, I got closing on Friday, gonna be my 100th deal. 100, dude. Is that stupid or stupid? It's like, dude, you get used to and you know what people want for these properties. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, a lot of times I'll give a seller an offer, right? Before I even go see the property. I give a seller offer before I go see the property. I give a seller offer. I was doing this when I was brand new. I was giving people offers on properties before I saw it. My 30K deal, I just looked at the Zillow. And I just thought, man, let me offer this person something so low that I feel bad about it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what Flipman said. Flipman said, hey, if you don't feel bad about it, it ain't low enough. You know what I'm saying? So I think the Zillow was like 250. I offered 125, so bam, there you go. So what are you averaging on deals? About 10K. I average about 10K. Anthony, man, you got to tell me about that deal. Anthony, you the guy with the deal in South Carolina, right? We called up an agent live. He asked me about a property. We called up an agent live in the area that said he worked with investors. I'm pretty sure that was Anthony, but I don't know. He would have to tell us how it went. But anyways, let me see what else somebody got over here on the ticks to the talks. What VA company use? I think I said I use onlinejobs.ph. Yeah, I think I already answered that one. So A says, is REI Reply a good platform for text? Yeah, I think REI Reply is a good platform for text, man. For me, it was just too complicated, man. It was like, it's too much stuff going on. I like my stuff to be real simple, real basic. I don't like a bunch of stuff going on because I get lost in trying to do everything, right? It's like, I want to focus in. If this is where I go to pull list, then I just want to pull list. If this is where I go to skip trace, then I just want to skip trace. If this is where I go to text people, then I just want to text people, right? Maybe you can get me for two of those things, but you can't give me 20 different things. You know what I'm saying? It's like REI applies said you can text, you can call, you can make a website, you can do this, you can do that. 20 different things. And I'm like, dude, I'm confused. Right? That's what people, people say, hey, don't give people too many options. Don't give me too many freaking options, man. I go to the store and get lost. I'm looking around, I come back. My wife, man, I didn't, I just saw too many freaking options. Now I'm lost. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't give me, hey, that thing got to be simple for me, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I know y'all can go out here and do this wholesaling thing, man. I need stuff to be broken down simple, right? Simple. You go take my free course. I guarantee you, like, man, it's too simple. Simple, right? You come into my mastermind, I'm gonna give you all my cash buyers, all this stuff. You gonna do simple, right? It's like, dude, I keep that thing simple, man. That's it. You got to keep it simple. That's the best way to be effective, is to be simple. I even learned that when I was teaching. It's like, dude, for my kids, I made it real simple. People come to my class, how these kids doing so well? Oh, this stuff look too simple. Dude, that's the key. Keep it simple, stupid. Dude, keep it simple, man. It's like everybody wants stuff to be complicated. Oh, he's so smart. Oh, they so smart. Dude, you ain't got to be a freaking brainiac. It's like, dude, keep it simple. Keep stuff basic, man. Like I said, that's the key, man. So looked at a launch show out of my budget right now. I feel you on that, man. But that's why I'm DoorDash on the side right now. That's what's up, man. Like, dude, yeah, sometimes these stuff be out of your budget, man. But I don't know, man. Like, I thought stuff was out of my budget too. And I ain't even saying like it probably is like out of your budget, man. But like, shoot, I thought stuff was out of my budget, but I just went and just did it, dude. You know what I'm saying? I just went and just spin it. You know what I'm saying? It's like sometimes you have to just plunge. You have to say, hey, look, you at a crossroads. You know what I'm saying? And you have to just plunge. You have to say, I'm just gonna plunge and I'm gonna make something happen. Right. And when it doesn't happen, and that's what happened to me, like I plunged and it really wasn't even happening for me on batch leads when I was texting, and I was like, man, I'm gonna go ahead and stop. I ain't finna spend more money on this jump. And then I went back and I followed up with people, and I just went back and text some people that I already text, because I was like, man, I don't want to skip trace more people and pay for more skip tracing. So I was like, shoot, man, I ain't paying to skip trace more people. I'm just not doing that. But then I went back into batch leads and I started texting people again. You know what I'm saying? Because in batch, they had like a little wallet where you had money in there. I had already put the money in there. So I was like, dude, let me go back in here and text these people. So I went back in and text people, and that's when I found my 30K deal. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, man, I say stuff is out of your budget, and I'm the biggest man on don't buy stuff, but sometimes you have to take that plunge, man. Sometimes you have to say, I'm just going to do this and I'm going to bet on me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to bet on the fact that I'm going to make something happen, one way or the other. I'm going to make something happen. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you got to do, man. So do you have legal documents if the seller agrees to pay a fee? They can sign. No, I don't have a legal document like that, but I'm pretty sure it's out there. And if not, I would write it up. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it ain't gotta be nothing special, man. Everybody think all these legals or contracts stuff gotta be special and look fair. It ain't gotta be special and look fancy, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like type it up, put a signature place and a date place, print it out, or don't print it out. Just put it in DocHub and send it over. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got to be the most perfect put together thing. A lot of my agreements, like my addendums and stuff like that, I write them up. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and they ain't the most perfect written out thing. You know what I'm saying? Just write it out. Make it plain as day what is expected of both parties. And then, as long as it's plain and stay what it's stated to both parties, then just go ahead and send it. Don't be worried about contracts. Like the paperwork, at first, the paperwork scared me. I didn't know what the contracts was. What contract. Dude, it's not that hard, right? It's like, you know, it's really not that hard. And it's not that big of a deal. You know what I'm saying? It's like, just put plain as day what both parties going to be responsible for and just send the darn contract. You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared of that, man. Don't be scared of them contracts. It's really not that bad at all. I thought I was scared of it. It's not that bad at all, man. And if you have any problems, hit up the attorney's office, send it to them, like, hey, look, this is what I'm planning to do. You know, do you see any problems with this? Right? And they'll let you know, you tell them that, hey, I'm bringing you a closing. Can you look at this document, see if there's any problem with it? They'll let you know. You know what I'm saying? They'll let you know if there's a problem with it. So A says, did you close your first deal in your LLC or your personal name? My LLC, only because I already had an LLC, right? I had bought a triplex the year before I started wholesaling. People say, oh, you bought a triplex, you must have money. No, I didn't have all this money. I spent my last little dimes on this broke down triplex. You know what I'm saying? Spent my last little dimes. I have been saving, doing Walmart mobile, not having no kind of TV, not watching no kind of TV or nothing like that. I wouldn't, cut everything off. Shopping at what's the place called? Start with an A. Aldi. Yeah, there we go. Shopping at Aldi's. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, went out there buying clothes, went out there buying no J's. I was selling J's, actually. I was selling J's, dude. I sold this one kid J's. I sold him like 5 J's for $500. You know what I'm saying? This dude went and probably sold it. It came way up. You know what I'm saying? I sold the Cool Gray 11s. I sold Bardos. What else I sold? Man, I sold the Cool Gray 11s, Bardos, the Chicago 10s. I sold like 2 pair of 3s, right? I sold the Bread 3s, and I sold like the Cool Gray. No. I sold another pair of 3s. I can't remember. I sold some 4s. Man, I sold some J's, man. I sold a bunch of J's. He probably bought like, at the end, he probably bought like 7, 8 J's off me. And I sold them at $100 a piece. He probably turned around and sold them for like $300-$400. You know what I'm saying? I was just, man, I'm like, dude, give me this money. I'm finna go pay stuff off because I got bigger stuff at the plans. You know what I'm saying? But crazy out there, not the Cool Gray 11s, man. Hey, I'm telling you, man, dude, the Cool Gray 11s had to go. Man, the Cool Gray 11s had to go, man. It hurt my heart. The Cool Gray 11s and the Bardos really hurt, man. It was like, dude, the Cool Gray 11s, man, that hurt, man. The Cool Gray 11s hurt, man. But sold them, man. Sold them. So you sold a kid at your school, so Jay's, yeah, out of the truck too. Hey, we went down there. Hey, went down there, parked the truck. Jay's in the truck. You know what I'm saying? Sold them straight out of the truck. Kid went down there. He had never $100 bills, man. You know what I'm saying? He bought the J's, man. So, man, it was crazy, man. He bought them, so $100 a piece. But man, I should have held on to them darn J's, man. Should have held on to them J's, man. Hey, but I had to get rid of. I haven't bought J's since. I bought me some shoes since, but I ain't bought no retros, man. I used to love them retros, man. I had a bunch of them. Now they just gone. You know what I'm saying? Mind shift, man. It's crazy. Mind shift, man. So how many offers do you usually make in a day? I should keep up with that, but I don't. I don't know it now because my VAs a lot of times are making a lot of these offers. But I mean, I would dare to say we probably making 30, at least 30 offers a day, I would say, at least, right? Because we're reaching out to like 10,000 people a day, right? And out of those 10,000, I mean, we only probably make, I would say we're at least making 30 offers. Now, are they getting accepted? No, right? But you got to make the offers, man. Now, I ain't talking about written offers. I'm talking about verbal offers. We don't do written offers unless somebody ready to go. You know what I'm saying? So they got to be ready to go. So do investors laughing at me, man. Yeah, so the Jays, dude. Man, you go have people here selling the pajamas to get the first deal closed. Hey, shoot, you gotta sell whatever you gotta sell, man. Get rid of whatever you gotta get rid of. But man, I sold them Jays. Man, I paid everything off, man. That's the thing. Like, people don't understand. It's like something is out of your budget. Like, the text platform is out of your budget. This is out of your budget. No, what's happening is your budget is messed up. You know what I'm saying? It's like, your budget is messed up, man. What kind of cell phone service you got? You sitting over here paying Verizon $100, $200 and some dollars when you could go to Walmart Mobile and pay $25. You know what I'm saying? That just changed your budget. What are you paying for? Is the thing, man. What are you spending money on? You know, you just have to watch that stuff, man. And if you really want this thing, man. This is what I learned, man. It's like I was thinking about investing all this whole time, and I never did anything. I had to figure out my money situation, right? I had to straighten that out. It's like, dude, you got to straighten out your personal money situation before you can get your business money situation straightened out, right? You have to watch that stuff, man. You got to make moves. Like, some stuff, you talking about cutting off people, you got to cut off stuff, right? It's like, dude, bump cutting off people, cut off stuff. It's like, dude, cut stuff off. How about that? This is like, dude, do you usually make an offer on the first call? If the answer, yeah, we're going to talk about how much they want. You know what I'm saying? First, I'm going to try to get out of them how much they want. And if they don't tell me how much they want, then that's when I'm going to go and I'm going to throw out a number, which is going to be low, which they're going to say no to. And then I'm going to come back and say, hey, well, what's the best you could do? Well, what number would you sell for? Right now, it's on them. You know what I'm saying? I done threw out my number. If they don't hang up on me or cuss me out, most time, because I tell them I work with investors, it's really not on me, right? I say, hey, look, let's say if the property Zillow is $250, and I come and say, if I say $125, he say, oh, no. Well, I'm just basing this off what I've seen my investors be interested in the past. Is there a particular number you be looking to get in order to move forward, right? And now it's on them. They got to tell me what they be looking for. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man. I'm gonna take a few more questions, man. Y'all got them. I've been in here 47 minutes. Whoo! We up in this thing. We going deep. And I didn't got hot up in there, man. But man, yeah, man. This just thinking back on what I had to do to get to this point, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, selling them J's, man. Woo! Selling them J's hurt. Like, dude, I had a closet full of J's. Sold them, every one of them, right? I think I may still have one pair or something like that. Maybe one or two scrabbling around somewhere. But, dude, I used to be out there on Saturdays in them lines, man. I used to have a plug over there at Hibbett Sports, give me some J's out of their back, you know what I'm saying? My boy E used to hook me up with some J's, man, but, man, the Jordans had to go. The Verizon cell phone bill had to go. The cable had to go. Any form of any kind of cable had to go. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff had to go. No more shopping. You weren't shopping at no Publix, Target, none of that other stuff, man. We have all these at freaking Walmart. You know what I'm saying? So, trying to get the cheapest stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I say, man, fix your personal financial situation. If you do that, you'll see you got more money to put in your business, right? And putting money in that business is going to end up turning your whole situation around, because when you put money in that business, that's going to change everything, man. I didn't realize that at first. I was calling people on Google Voice, driving for dollars. Like, people say, oh, drive a dollar. They show you this video, they didn't drove past a house or drove past this. Dude, that driving for driving for dollars work, but are you really trying to push that thing? You really trying to go? Like, especially my people who got a 9 to 5 who just get sit around and drive around all day. You know what I'm saying? I was a teacher. I work all day. Like, you tell me I'm gonna get off work, get home at like 4, 5 o'clock, and then I'm gonna jump in my car and drive around for how long? You know what I'm saying? You driving around in traffic, looking for properties. Nah, man. Spend that couple of $100 and you could reach way more people. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be able to reach way more people, right? I would say this though, driving for dollars is probably most effective in rural places, right? If you go into rural places, you'll get that driving for dollars is gonna be good because in those rural places, man, you drive by and you see that house empty, you can go look it up and see who owned that house, and then you can go find that person probably on like Facebook or IG or somewhere. You know what I'm saying? You can hit them up, or you probably gonna know somebody who know them, and then you can go through and get them that way. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing with in rural places. I like driving for dollars more in rural places than in suburbs and stuff like that, man. Not to say that it don't work, but man, it's better to just hitting people up in mass. You know what I'm saying? It's a numbers game, man. It's a numbers game. You got to hit up as many people as you can. That's the difference between you and the person who doing deals. They reaching out to more people than you are. That's the difference between me and you. I'm reaching out to more people than you are. You know what I'm saying? I have connections and contacts with people that you don't. That's the difference between me and you. It's contacts with sellers, contacts with buyers. That's it, man. You know what I'm saying? I find the right seller, I match them with the right buyer, bam. There we go. We got a deal. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyways, man, we've been on here 52 minutes, something like that. But man, I'm finna get off this thing, man. I appreciate all y'all coming through, asking all these questions, man. But I'm finna get off this thing. I appreciate y'all, man. If you got any questions, want to hit me up, hit me up. I'm trying to help 100 people with a 9 to 5 start wholesalers so they get up life on their own terms. So if you interested in that, and you like the avenue that we do it through, wholesaling, then hit me up on IG, man. REI next door. If you got questions about stuff, I'm willing to, help you out. If you're interested in any of my coaching, anything like that, we'll jump on the call and talk about that too, man. But anyways, like Grant Cardone say, contacts equals contracts. No doubt. Like the 100% fact. Contacts equal contracts, right? So, but anyways, man, quick question. Wait, quick question. Oh, somebody said it on TikTok. Go ahead with your question, yo, Hooper. Right? But yeah, hey, contacts equal contracts. That's why I tell people, like, dude, I'm not saying, I'm saying that the secret sauce is contacts, and people don't give away their contacts. You know what I'm saying? That's just a fact. Out of all these, you go look up everybody you can look up on social media talking about wholesaling. They ain't giving you the daggone buyers. Almost no matter how much you pay. You know what I'm saying? Some of these people, you can pay them $10, $20, $30,000. They still ain't gonna give you no cash buyers. They ain't giving you no buyers. That just ain't gonna happen, right? So yeah, man, contacts equal contracts, man. You got to be willing to get contacts, man. Simple. Got to be willing to get contacts, man. Young Hooper, man, we're gonna wait about another minute for you to type in that question, man. But man, y'all have a good one, man. I'm finna get out of here. Appreciate y'all. Peace.